Wow, that's a powerful question. So, depending upon where you're at, right? If you're making $30,000 to $60,000 a year, my suggestion to you is to stay focused on what's been working, get out there, network, and sell. The most important thing that you need to understand is traditional sales will never outbeat any kind of fancy online marketing, any kind of Facebook messages, anything like that, until you can afford some people to help you with that. What I did was I exhausted a lot of my time and energy trying to learn Facebook ads and trying to learn YouTube, and the amount of hours that I invested trying to understand what there are experts in, just because I didn't want to pay them, led to a lot of pain, a lot of frustration, and paralyzed a lot of my income. So my encouragement to you is, until you get closer to that six-figure mark and until you can really afford to start delegating, don't go out and do anything other than network, sell your services, and continue to be aggressive in the idea that you just get yourself out in your area, you get yourself out in your city and become known in your city by meeting people face to face. Now, let's say that you are pushing over that 60,000, 80,000, or even fortunately a six-figure income. First off, congratulations. But now it's about a bigger vision, right? Now you're probably looking at, what about my book, and how do I get out to the world, and how do I reach more lives, and how do I create hopefully more of a passive income? Because if you're doing a six-figure income in coaching, right, you're spending a lot of time and a lot of hours with clients, and you only have so many hours in your month that you can spend, particularly if you want a quality of life to go along with it. So the key is finding out how you create that residual income. And that's where you do want to start creating programs online. You want to start creating your book. You want to start creating ebooks and all this other content that you can sell for incremental incomes to a large number of people, or even larger packages. If you've got some really quality content that you can put in a $500 or $1,500 package that people would buy online, do that. But it takes a team. Don't try and do it all yourself and make it look professional. People don't want to buy crap. So how do you create that team? Fortunately, even with, or unfortunately, even with about a $60,000 to $100,000 income, affording full-time people to be able to create this is not going to happen. So what you need to be able to do is get a clear vision, an absolutely clear vision on that bigger picture. Get clear on what your end result is. Get clear on how many people you want to reach. For me, as an example, I set out in my coaching practice to reach 1 million people and make an impact as a coach with 1 million individuals who buy my services, buy my products. Sorry guys, there's a motorcycle or something going by. And by having that vision and working my way backwards to who I needed on my team today to make that bigger vision happen, I was able to go out and find interns. I was able to go out and find people that would produce what I needed them to produce and give them a cut for the production, right? So let's say I had a $100 program and I find a killer writer who can blog really well. If I find somebody who can intern for me or work on a commission-based basis because they want to be a part of that bigger vision, they see money short-term and they see money long-term with what I want to put out into the world, it was easy to get them to come on board if they know how to produce. The only people that are afraid of earning based on production are people who don't know that they can truly produce. So the key is finding people that, and sitting down with enough people and seeing their work and what they put out into the world in order to know that they can produce and then reward them for doing so. I would encourage you to take advantage of YouTube as well. So that means you need to find 1 or 2 people who know how to shoot some video, who know how to edit some video. And to be honest with you, you don't need to buy a bunch of camera equipment. We're doing this interview right now on my cell phone. The iPhones are incredible, but the key is editing, and the key is making sure that you get content that is digestible, right? It's not about blabbing on and on and on, kind of like I'm doing right now. It's about being clear and precise, particularly through video content. And so when you're working on this video content, finding somebody that knows how to edit that content, make it look professional, make it look great, and then knows the back end of YouTube, meaning they know how to optimize the videos. They know how to optimize the content on Google so that it's boosting your ratings and your videos are actually getting seen. There is a trick to that, and so you need people around you that understand that. I would highly suggest not taking the time to figure it out unless you're a whiz at it already, which I'm assuming if you're on this call, you're probably not, because you'd be making a lot of money. So surround yourself with a team is my primary message. And the way you do that in order to get to the higher six-figure, even seven-figure income is by creating a passive income, by creating product that can be sold over and over and over again without you needing to be there, having enough products out there that it reaches all the demographics that you want to reach as a coach, and then surround yourself with a team of people who are great at what they do and be willing to pay them or be willing to incentivize them by paying them after they produce for you. Those are my keys to going out there and getting above that six-figure mark in your coaching practice.